Hey guys, it's Crystal. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna go over some of my favorite easy meal prepping tips. Now, I really preach that prepping your meals is a part of being successful. You know exactly what you're eating, you know your carb count for those that are on keto. If you're not keto, I do prep for Joey as well. So I'm gonna go over that whole process, how to prep for yourself, how to prep for your family, how to save on groceries. Make sure you guys click the subscription button so you guys know when I'm dropping a new video. Get those notifications so you guys aren't left without awesome videos that I make. My first tip about meal prepping is to have good containers. Now I'm gonna start with, I have these Rubbermaid containers here. Different sizes, I've got large, medium, small, with these airtight lids. Now this is what's really important. Tip number 2 is going to be know exactly what you're shopping for. Some places have a couple extra deals, some places have better quality products than others. So I have a personal favorite local grocery store that I like to go to. Not all of these will be prepped. For example, some of the steaks, I like to cook them right on site. I don't prefer to warm them up in the microwave. I think that's kind of gross, they get a little dry. I like my steaks medium rare, that's the only way I'll eat them, so warming them up in the microwave is not an option for me, so I'll eat them at home when I can. Now I will be prepping the chicken, the cauliflower, we've got some grass-fed beef here, my turkey, definitely some vegetables, baby spinach. Now I think, eggs of course. Now I'm gonna show you 2 ways that I prep, in bulk and then also separating out the meals. I like to keep mine separate just because I tend to throw a little extra on when I'm measuring out day by day. So having mine pre-portioned, I know for the next 3 to 4 days, I don't have to touch anything else other than throwing it on a plate and putting it in the microwave. There's some awesome sugar-free barbecue sauces. If you look at your grocery store, they should have a couple options as well. When it comes to dressings, if you see some of my greens, I keep it really simple. Red wine vinegar and avocado oil. This way I know the ingredients are great. There's no preservatives, no junks, no, I don't know what that stuff is. And then I also like to do Flavor God for seasoning. Having great seasonings are also key to kind of help with variety. So I might do like a Taco Tuesday on my ground beef one day, and then maybe sprinkle a little bit of the ghost seasoning on my eggs. Yes, I love hot stuff. So I'm gonna first show you guys how to cook in bulk, and then I'm gonna start separating my meals. I like to buy the boneless thin slice. It kind of just makes my life easier so I don't have to hand slice it. Saves a little bit of time. Joey likes everything seasoning from Flavor God, so that's what I'm going to be using on the chicken today. Now, some people like to weigh their food raw, or some people like to weigh their food cooked. I personally just like to cook everything at once and then weigh it as I go. Now, when you make your grocery list, for example, my riced cauliflower, I might buy, this is a pound, but it doesn't come out to a pound when you cook it. So make sure that your grocery list accounts for the water weight that's also lost. So if I'm on the keto diet, which requires higher fat content, and Joey is very low fat content, what kind of meats do I buy? I usually buy the 93.7. I actually still drain them even after cooking, so they're even leaner for him, because you can always add the healthy fats. Now my top 3 fats are grass-fed butter, love coconut oil, and also avocado oil. So for Joey's steaks, he likes them lean. He cuts the fat out of his diet. Clearly not keto. So I trim them before I put them in their containers. Again, these are airlock tight. That's what you want, because this packaging is going to allow air to get into the food and spoil it a little faster. I do suggest using the shearing scissors. Nobody knows what these are for. Use them for food, people. Now while my meats are cooking, I'm going to separate my portions for my baby spinach salads. I do use these kind of cheap plastic containers. Now, I don't suggest ever heating up your food in plastic because the chemicals can leach into your food. Always use glass or your bowls, your plates, but these are good just to kind of hold on to the food in portions in my fridge. If you are cooking in batches, I do suggest labeling them. So this was cooked on the 29th. It is now 7 days later, so I know not to eat this. I do suggest cooking your food for 3 to 4 days at a time because bacteria still grows on the food, which can cause a histamine response. So this is trash. Even for my meals, I prep right down to the amount of fats. Unless your scale dies. Then I'm just, never mind, we won't be measuring anything else anymore. So I'll just be oilless, I guess, be fatless. I even have my supplements planned down for every single meal. I always have my MCT bars, there's cocoa flavor, also a caramel sea salt. And this is something new that I'll talk a little bit in a different video, but let's just say, who doesn't want superpowers for the superpowered? All right guys, so as you can see, I've got the next 3 days of meals planned for myself, pre-portioned, so I don't have to fuss with the scale. Real quick, just throw everything on a plate in a bowl, heat it up, and go. No, I'm not eating whole eggs for breakfast, but I did want to show that I eat 5 whole eggs and I do have 50 grams of an apple. And then again, for Joey, I do the batch cooking. So he just kind of makes his meals up as he goes. He measures as he goes along. He knows exactly what he needs. He doesn't need a plan. He's been doing this for like 15 plus years, where the rest of us beginners kind of need a little more assistance. So I've got everything from my meals, my supplements, my fats, even everything down to my MCT bars for when I'm on the go. So that's how you meal prep.